It's Sunday, April 18th. I'm Mike Rogers, and this is Comic Book Steals and Deals. Over at Frankie's Comics today, they have the Silk #2, the Tyler Kirkham. This is the basketball variant that he does. Pretty attractive. Can't say that I don't like it. It's a Silk #2 basketball variant, $20 for the trade, $45 for the set. They also have the 1 in 25 Rose Besh, $55. This one's been as high as 70, so now it's down to 55, but has been in pre-sale for quite a long time now. Over at Sanctum Centaurium, they have Time and Before Time, 1 in 25, the Walta variant. This is a Declan Shalvey new story by Declan Shalvey, $39.99 on this one. Basically, the story is I'm. It feels like it's set in Japan. We have two guys who work for a company that have time machines that allow people to go back into time to live in a much happier time. They live in a much dystopian future, and for a lot of money, you can go and live in the 60s or the 70s or the 80s. Um, and these guys decide that they're going to steal one of the machines and they're going to take a trip, but what they find is they can't escape their past. Sounds interesting. I love time machine stuff. So time and before time, Declan Shalvey 39.99 for the 1 in 25 Walta variant. They also have the Silk #3 at Sanctum Centaurium, 3 of 5. So this Silk series is only going to be 5 issues. It's the 1 in 25 variant at 54.99. It is a Virgin variant. They have Fantastic Four 1 in 32. This is the 1 in 100 Momoko at $169.99. This is the first part of The Bride of Doom, Part 1. And I read the storyline, and all I got was, huh? Because I don't see, if you read the synopsis, there is nowhere where it says that Doctor Doom is getting married in this. It's two stories about Johnny Blaze and about Reed and Doom working together. So a little confused on that one. Outer Limits Borough has Eve #1. This is that new series, kind of like AI, that Steven Spielberg movie, but different. Eve #1. This is the Outer Limit Borough exclusive, the Galindo. Only 500 of these are made at $14.99. That's in the thumbnail today, the center in the thumbnail. They have Marvel #1. Marvel's #1 is pretty much the Marvel's #1 is pretty much sold out everywhere. They still have the 1 in 25 EPTING at Outer Limits Borough for $29.99. Amorphous Inc. has Batman 108. This is the Tygo de Silva. This is a Comic Mint Con exclusive. Comic Mint is a store that we cover. They did a little convention on over this past weekend, and they had some exclusive. This is one of them, $29.95 for this one. It was a Batman 108. This is it's another um, Miracle Molly cover. Interesting. Big Time Collectibles for $39.99 today. You can get Something's Killing the Children #1, the 8th print, and Berserker #2, one of the covers, for $39.99. Now, people had been doing deals for $69.99. I did a deal for $69.99 where I got the 9.8 Something's Killing the Children #1, the 8th print, and a raw copy of Berserker #2. Of course, those are going to be available to you, my page, or everybody who watches my channel. Um, So it's an interesting deal, $39.99, not a bad deal at all. They also have War of the Bounty Hunters, the Chris Sprouse, $39.99 with trade. This is that flying Boba Fett. I only really like the Virgin variant. You got to pay the trade. You got to buy the trade to get them both. You got to buy the set to get them both at $39.99. Izzy's Comics has their exclusive of Red Room #1. Red Room #1. It does say, and this might just be, I don't know if this is like a selling tactic or what, but it does say it's been banned in 3 countries. And this is about like people murdering people online. So we're going to some risky territory here. This is the Red Room #1. It's from Fantagraphics. So Fantagraphics doesn't really play like Marvel and DC and Image do. They'll go way out there. So interesting to see what, I don't know. It might not be interesting to see what's going on here. But this is the Braze cover. There's only 800 of these available at $15, and Braze is a new artist. Over at Hanahan Comics today, they're the only place that I can find that has the I'm sorry, at Hanahan Comics today, at Ultimate Comics today. Okay, at Ultimate Ultimate Comics Today in Raleigh. They have the Bounty Hunter Tommy Lee Edwards set at $49.99. This is the one that I love. This is that painted cover. It's all white, but then it's like a painted running Boba Fett with his gun. A lot of orangey in the background. Love this. You got to pay $49.99 to get the Virgin variant set, but it's a great book. Over at Hanahan Comics Today. Hanahan Comics has, let me just run down this list. I'm just going to link the front page to you because these are all available on the front page. But you got Department of Truth #1, the 5th print. These are all at $2.79 as well. Silver Coin #2, Geiger #2, Joker #3, Maniac of New York #4, Magic the Gathering #2, Kanto City of Giants #2, and then Silk #1 has gone into a second print. This is a Stonehouse variant. Again, $2.79. Every book that I mentioned today at Hanahan Comics is $2.79. If you're looking for that next one in the series, or all these very hot series, they're available over there now. Ultimate Comics Today. Sorry. Hanahan and Comic Mint Today has Lock and Key. Let me confirm who has this one, but I have found a Lock and Key Helen Gone, a C cover. So of the Lock and Key Helen Gone, it'll be linked below. I'm not quite sure which store it's at. I don't think I wrote that down correctly, but I found a Lock and Key Helen Gone #1, a C cover for pre-order. It's a Nellie Jones cover. I might have got that wrong. Nellie Johnner, Joners, Johners. Pre-order at $6.99. So every one of these Lock and Key Helen Gones sold out everywhere. They have another C cover that's available in pre-order for #1 that you can get $6.99. You might want to jump on that. You'll see it in the links below. They also have, this is at, I gotta say One Stop Comic Shop, but I'm not quite sure. They've also got the Joker #2, the Neil Adams cover, but you gotta buy it in a 9/8. They do still have 9/8s available. Joker #2, the first appearance of Bane's daughter, which is sold out everywhere. I got one place where you can get a regular cover too. At this store that you're just going to see in the links below, just look for Joker #2 Neil Adams cover. It's like $89.99 right now, but that's the only one that's available except for this other one I'm going to tell you about in England. That Joker #2 sold out everywhere. Anti-Hero Gallery, they have we'll come back to Anti-Hero Gallery. Out of the Vault Comics Today has their own War of the Bounty Hunters exclusive. It's only available at Out of the Vault Comics. I do like it. Again, I like the Virgin more than I like the trade. $15 for the trade, but you got to pay $50 to get the Virgin variant. Comic Kingdom of Canada today. They have the Togi Virgin variant. This is it's the one where you're looking up at him. It's kind of like the worm's eye view, looking up at Boba Fett. It's the only place that has the set still available, so you can get the Virgin variant at $51.97. It's be $9 to ship from Comic King of Canada, which is not bad for Canada, honestly. Gonna have to come back to Anti-Hero Gallery. I can't remember what was over there. Over at Mutant Beaver today, they have the Boba Fett in Huckley set, $55.96. Not a bad price on that. 789 today in England. They have Haha #5, $48.34 for the set. This is that like clown face, and it's just like vomiting color. It's very interesting if you're into Haha. That series is wrapping up at issue #5 or 6. Sad Lemon today is the place that has Joker #2. Okay, they've got Joker #2. I think it's the A cover. Joker #2 at $9.95 in pound. So you do the conversion and everything, it turns out to be about $13, and then you got to pay shipping on that, which is going to be about $6. But they have it. If you want to get in retail, you can get it at Sad Lemon. You can get Joker 2, just a regular cover, at Sad Lemon in a raw for $9.95 pound. Nerd Store Utah. They have the Last Ronin #3, the Stephen Yak. This is pretty impressive. The black and white is $39.99. The color is $24.99. This is sold out anywhere else you want to try to get it, especially that black and white cover. Marvelous Comics. Marvelous Comics is one of our sponsors. We use steals and deals over at Marvelous Comics. You get 15% off our order every day. That's steals and deals, A&D deals. In their new releases section, they've got Geiger #1. They've got the B, the C, the D, and the blank, the B, the C, and the blank cover, all at $3.99. They have the sold out new series from, I want to say Image, but I'm not sure it's Image. Jenny Zero #1. This is about a girl who is a kaiju fighter. So she fights the kaijus when they come, she has to battle them. And I love the cover. It's her basically like laying defeated. She's a down and out kaiju fighter, is basically what's going on. And she's kind of like laid out in this big giant Godzilla footprint, just kind of like, and it looks really cool. Jenny Zero #1, $3.99, still available at Marvelous Comics. They have Invincible #1, the Amazon exclusive. So I'm jumping on anything Invincible I can get my hand on. The series is great, $3.99. Rad the Comics today. Rad the Comics is one of our sponsors as well. We use CBSD10 over at Rad the Comics to get 10% off our order every day. That's Comic Book Steals and Deals 10 or CBSD 10. They have the Department of Truth #1, the 4th print foil. Okay, so it's the 4th print of Department of Truth #1, the Peach Momoko foil variant. It's $169.99. You're going to use CBSD 10. You're going to take 10% off of that. Comes down to $153.09. Check that out. If you need it, it's there. Kanto, they have #1 and #2, the second prints. These are lower prints than the first print, $74.95 for the first print, $24 for #1, $24.95 for #2, the second print. Kanto is the series of the year. Something's going to happen with Kanto bigger than anything else that's going to happen this year in the world of comic books, except for like Marvel and stuff like that. As far as like independent comics, either this year or next year, Kanto's doing something that we're going to see on screen, on television, on HBO Max, on something. It's going to be blow up. If you can get those Kanto, the first series, get the first series. Star Wars 22. This is also available at Wrath of Comics. They have Star Wars #22. The John Tyler Christopher. This is the Luke action figure variant, $29.95. I am not a big fan of the action figure variants at all. I always think they look goofy. I like this one. This is one I like. $29.95 over at Wrath of Comics. Again, you're using CBSD 10 to get 10% off your order every day. So, last night we did an auction. Went very well. Finally, I feel like we're back on track. I felt like I got off track and I'm back on track. Just because the auction went so well. We've got some big lots to go through tonight. So we got our Star Wars lot. So let me just show you guys this, in case you're a Star Wars fan. There's basically 2 whole series in here of Rogue Squadron and the Sith War. We have 2 series in there. Both of those series have like the Rogue Squadron, blah blah blah, and everything, and the Tales of the Jedi, the Sith War. So it's Tales of the Jedi, the Sith War. So these are all like smaller series that we have complete ones of that are going to be available tonight. And then there's a bunch of, so mostly Dark Horse, as you can see. Probably give that one away. I didn't mean to purchase that one. Got a nice Dr. Aphra. We've got some of the Star Wars series, some of the actual Star Wars series from Dark Horse Comics. But it's all Dark Horse, as you see, going after the Dark Horse, except for the new Marvel. Always the new Marvel is great. Princess Leia, more Dark Horse. But the Dark Horse, the reason I'm buying the Dark Horse comics is that people are like, okay, I don't like where the people who don't enjoy where Star Wars is going currently with High Republic are like, why can't we just get the cool stories that I want? Well, they did them. They did them all in the Dark Horse books. So if you want those cool stories that you're looking for, they did write them, and they're all in the Dark Horse series from Star Wars. So, and there's nothing wrong with the new series that Marvels are doing except for like the High Republic. All the other things are doing very well. Darth Vader is a great series. There's some great series out there. So we will be looking at Star Wars. if anyone is interested in that. And then we have this, and this is kind of like the big part of the evening is going to be this because there's a lot of it. Oh, why don't we just do the Batman? But there's Batman and Adventure Comics is going to be most of the evening. Detective, I call Detective Batman, but Justice League, beautiful Batman books. These are my favorites now. If I want, I can't remember the name of the artist on this because I hadn't heard of him before, but I love his work. Another one here. This one's in a little rougher shape, but that is far my favorite Batman comic right now. Just gorgeous covers. Hopefully you can see these. A little bit older. Back to, and that's not the bag. That's actually the artwork. Is this like these lines here? Doubles, which is nice. Always nice to have doubles. And we're getting more into the 80s there. But those are nice as well. I like these. More 70s than 80s. And then we have some really nice old Superman Batmans. But a lot of Action Comics and stuff like that. I won't bother you with the whole thing right now. That's all I have for you right now. Definitely join us tonight. Guys, I try to start early every night. And it's 9:05, 9:15. I can't help myself. But if I can start early, I will. But if I don't catch you tonight, you know,